All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I have a really nice knife here with me. This is the Fontenille Pataud Laguiole Nature. Yeah, it's not nature, it's nature because this guy is French. And as usual, we're gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this pretty cool knife. But first of all, let's just start with the size comparison. I'm gonna show you some dressier knives over here. This is your Luthier. This is your Lion Steel Opera. And you have your CVV Rustic Gent. So you can see it's a larger knife. This is like your large Sebenza 21. So you can see just a little bit larger than that. So not a small knife, but you're gonna see how it feels because it's awesome. This is your Roland Lanier Why So Serious Reverse. So you see it's a little bit larger than that, but this is a pretty big bad boy. And let's get started. So when you see this blade for the first time, you're gonna be amazed because it's just stunning. I mean, this is a beautiful piece. I would say one of the best knives I own. It also has some sentimental value because my dad gifted this to me for my birthday, so it's very special. It's part of my permanent collection. It's never gonna be for sale. This is a beautiful handmade knife in France by Fontenille Pataud. Really great company. They produce very classy and classic knives. This is a Laguiole. Laguiole is it's a model. It's not a brand, and it's incredible. I mean, this is a lockback. So most of the Laguioles you're gonna see are just slip joints, so with no lock. This one has a lock right here, which is built in with the spine and goes up to here. This is all hand forged, guys. It's just ridiculous. Scales are made out of mammoth tusks, so really old material. It's fossilized, of course, so very tough and ancient. You've got these really nice polished liners over here, nice and shiny, as like the bolsters, as you can see, beautifully like mirror polished. It's a joy to watch. Of course, it's a gentleman's knife. So this is something you would carry in your dress suit, in your like tuxedo. I can see easily this fit in a wedding dress. There's no pocket clip, as you can see. Centering is I would say almost perfect, just a tad in favor on this side, but nothing crazy. As you can see, there are no screws, just like pins, like beautifully sanded, like look at this, and polished. So very nice. It gives an overall clean design. I think the absence of the screws. I don't know if you can notice, but their pin right over here, it has been sanded beautifully. You can just see like a little hint right there. So really nice job. No lanyard hole, so you're gonna have to use the leather pocket they provide, or just keep it in your pocket. So it being like extremely rounded all around, it's not gonna shred your pocket, and it's gonna be very smooth to keep it there. You have just a little bit of jimping over here because this is where you unlock the blade, and this spine here has been hand filed. Look at this work. The craftsmanship is it's amazing. This is a traditional art, and you're just gonna be happy to hold something like this. It's every surface is pretty well rounded except for the spine over here, which is a little bit sharp. They could have used a little bit more chamfering, but it's the style, so you know, you have to accept it. There's no finger groove because this is just a Laguiole classic design. And when you open the blade, guys, look at this design. I mean, come on, this is close to perfection. It's elegant, it's slim, the lines are beautifully sinuous. It's just incredible to watch. This is a looker for sure. I mean, Raindrop, Damascus blade, just really nice pattern made by Gills, as you can see, or Gills. You have a full flat grind over here with the hint, you know, of the plunge grind over there. Your edge is just, you know, it's just a plain edge. There's no serrations, of course. You've got a straight edge up to, I would say, right about here, and then you have just this beautiful belly going up. And I mean, it sure is a slicer. As you can see, the stock is quite thin, and this tip, oh my god, it's incredibly thin. It's beautiful. It's insane. And if you can see, like, you can appreciate also the pattern, the Damascus layers on the spine over here. And this is an indication that it's like real Damascus, because you can see lots of Pakistani Damascus with, you know, etching over here, but if you check on the spine, it's going to be just like sanded down, so there's no actual layers. So this is a very, very nice steel. You have no sharpening choil over here, so you need to be careful when you sharpen the blade. You know, when you get to this point, there's of course no finger choil. There's just a little bit of you know, thumb ramp over here, just a little bit. And what in this one, which, you know, it could resemble like a jimping in a way, actually is the signature of the maker. So every maker at Fontenille Pataud has a signature jimping design. So they have a list of design associated to makers. So you can always trace back who actually made your knife. And this is a lovely, lovely thing. The blade has no swedge, you know, they didn't do anything up here. It just appears to be like, you know, the stock and just ground down over here. So that's probably my only gripe about this one, just a tad sharp over here, but again, it's part of the design, so it's just like this. Here you have la mouche, which is the fly or the bee. So it resembles both, but this is every Laguiole has a different mouche over here. So it's another very distinctive feature that I truly appreciate. Only thing that I'm not a fan, as you guys know, is the billboarding on the blade. So handmade in France, I love it. Here, it's fine, doesn't bother me. What bothers me is this. Look at this. You have this laser etched number, I guess, and which is visible only at an angle. So it bothers me like here, but like here, it just disappears. So you cannot actually, you see, you don't see it anymore. So they did it in a way, so with the right, when the right angle of, you see, look at that. Now the angle of light, of the incident light, you know, is right. You can appreciate the serial number, otherwise it just disappears. And you can appreciate the beautiful Raindrop Damascus pattern. So very nice, but at the same time, I would have preferred like just a clean blade. The sound that this guy makes when you open, it's like this. Very solid. It's beautiful. You know that this is a solid noise and gives you confidence. And you know the blade is locked. because usually when you have a Laguiole, you're not going to be able to hear anything, because I mean, you're going to hear the slip joint, classic noise, but this is a lock. This is actual lock, and it's super snappy, super solid, and sounds beautiful. You can be more discreet if you just gently, you hear that? So if you gently take the blade up to this point, you can reduce the amount of noise you make, as well as if you don't, you see, you leave the blade like from here, it's gonna be pretty snappy, pretty loud, but beautiful, nice thud, very interesting sound. And this is because there's a stop pin right there, which hits against here, so you don't risk like to ruin the edge. But if you want, you can just do this, and it's absolutely silent. So this is the way a true gentleman would close the blade, right? Not just letting it go like that. And as well as opening, you can be less obtrusive or completely silent, taking the blade in its place. So very, very nice noise right here. When you handle the knife, you feel only smoothness. I mean, this is a joy to hold. It's so smooth. It's rounded, so you have the risk of the handle twisting in your hand, but this is not meant to to do any heavy duty tasks. This is something like, I don't know, I would cut a steak with this one, and the precision and the slicing capability, I mean, this is amazing for food prepping. It's incredible. There's no hot spots. The blade, the weight is it's very, very good. It's the right weight. This is Mammoth tusks, so it's it has a little bit of weight to the handle, but it's just beautiful. It's the feeling. It's amazing, guys. I really like the balance, look and weight of this one. There's this jimping over here, so you could use it as a reverse grip like that, but due to the nature of this knife, I don't see myself using like the reverse grip. You cannot you cannot choke up because there's no finger choil, but you can just use your hand a little bit more in an advanced position and just use the mush like as your indicator of reaching this jimping kind of here, and just stop right there. So this would be my most advanced position. Beautiful. So when you check the fit and finish, guys, I have nothing to say. All the surfaces has been beautifully rounded. There's no gap. You don't feel any lip whatsoever. These pins are completely flush. Truly an amazing job. Come on, guys. The pin over here disappears in the bolsters. It's beautiful. It's very, very nice. And it gives, an overall solidity in your hand because it's well put together. It's not going to go anywhere. So truly great fit and finish over here. The feeling when you open the blade, of course, this is, you can open with one hand, of course, or like with a classic pinch, two hands. So it's a slow deployment, of course, but it's very smooth. It's running on washers, but it's very smooth. It is beautiful. There's no half stop. I mean, you can stop at any point up to here. And when in the closed position, you can stop at any point up to right here. And then it just shuts down. So slow action, but super smooth. And I mean, this is a Laguiole, guys, and you don't need like a fast flipping deployment action. So I love the smoothness and the class that comes when you open this blade. Beautiful. of course, when you close the blade, the feeling is like extremely good, because you have like this kick that, you know, boom, it goes back into the handle and you feel it in your hand. It's just great. It's like I don't know, it's a great suction magnetic kind of feel, which I truly love. And this, again, it's one of my favorite blades that I own. So there you have it. This was my review of the Fontenille Pataud Laguiole Nature. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.